I got into it first, the wood and metal thing, through antique weapons, antique guns, the older Kentucky rifles and Civil War firearms. They were all mostly really well made. I think it was my junior year. I started moving from the engineering world into the art world, and I had friends that were artists, writers, and musicians. I really fell in love with making your own music. I thought that was the greatest thing, to be able to make your own music. I had this kind of flash about building the banjos with sand cast aluminum pot. I built one prototype with the sand cast, and because I really didn't know how it would work. And as it turned out, it sounded really good for what it was. Actually, I never really intended on building banjos again.
Yeah.
And what I've always wanted was to work in a meaningful way. And working with my father, working with our builders, with our dealers, and also with our players is very meaningful.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
As not only an engineer, but an artist and somebody that's been doing this for 50, 60 years, if you had a chance to do it all over again, would you do it the same way?
Of course not. We have about 500 instruments in the works in the shop all the time, and we make we're trying to make 200 banjos a year, so that means on the average the banjos are in the works here about 2.5 years, and they're different stages. Yeah, these are pretty much all 5-string open backs here. These are just rough cut, band sawed out, and there's a number of operations that go between that state and this state here. Here's one with a tone ring fitted to it, and again, that's part of the whole thing. If you're going to use a tone ring, you try to make it fit just right.
Yep.
So this is our spun brass. It's spun like a horn or a cymbal, and it's got a steel insert in it, and then it has to be set just right.